Even in hand mittens. Follow me. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna figure out what privilege God gave us above the rest of creation and what happens when we don't live for the purpose in which He created us for. Come on. So, I have here, let's face it, the ultimate king dessert in all of the dessert kingdom, ice cream. It's simply the best. But I would call this good. How could we make it better? How about a Kit Kat? Some candy. Oh yeah. And then, how about a delicious piece of cake? This is going from being good to very good. I'm gonna have 15 to 20 seconds to eat all of this dessert using no hands. So, if you'll count down from 3 for me, and I'll go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Time.
Oh. Wow. All right. Think I'm gonna need a break. Let's got it. All right, so what does all of this have to do with the privilege God gave humans above all of creation? Well, it's quite simple. On days 1 through 5, God called all of His creation good. And on day 6, it changed from being good to very good. But the question we have to ask is why? What changed? And it's because He had completed all of creation, and when He looked out on it, He called it very good. And at the peak of that creation was the creation of me and you, created in God's image, both male and female, with a purpose. So if there's ever a time in your life where you don't feel like you're valuable, I want you to remember that God created you with a purpose and that you are valuable to Him. Let's find out what happens when we live according to our own purposes instead of His. Well, hey, just getting ready for the day here, and I like to do things my way. I live for me, I'm all about me, and my way is the best way, and that's why I like to dress like this. I like to keep my legs warm. I like to keep them well insulated. So what a better use for an item like this? Oh yeah. I'm already starting to sweat. That's how you know it's working. Now, my favorite part, zipping this bad boy up. Let's see. Because I don't want the back of my legs to get cold. All right. Whew. Very good. Then we gotta get, of course, the trusty belt so I don't have to walk like this. Of course, the belt was originally designed, in my opinion, because my opinion's the one that counts, to keep your legs together so you don't walk around like this all the time. That's pretty good right there. Oh yeah, I like this. Walking like that. Yeah, but my hands are cold. They're cold. Whew. That's why I get these hand mittens on. And it keeps my hands quiet, the way I like them. Hand mittens. Perfect. Now, to complete my dress, who needs glasses? I can see just fine. This is my favorite part, because it helps keep my arms warm, and it keeps my face completely protected, like this. Yeah. Just the way I like it. Now, I've had people tell me that I don't get to decide how to wear this stuff, but I think that I do. I start asking myself, who does get to decide how this stuff is supposed to be worn? Some people tell me the person that makes it gets to determine how this stuff is worn. I like it my way. I think this is right, even if it is a bit of a mess. I get to just walk out the door like this. My way. All right, so I think that I learned my lesson. Living for myself isn't always the best. After all, I ended up with pants on my head. If I would have worn them the way they were created to be worn, I would have been warm up here. I would have had pants on my legs, socks on my feet, a belt around my waist. I could have walked normally. Instead, I stumbled and I fell. And it's kind of like that with the way we live. You see, God made us with a purpose. And the purpose that He made us with was to care for His creation, to love Him and enjoy Him forever. And when we live for other things, when we love other things more than God, whether it be ice cream, video games, clothes, or even ourselves, we're going to end up in a bit of a mess, just like I did, with pants on my head and jackets on my legs, and we will be stumbling and falling all over ourselves. So to wrap up, God created everyone. God gave us the privilege of being made in His image, which is a privilege that none of the rest of creation has. You are created with a purpose and you're valuable to God.